Hi, I'm Mavis, and welcome back to part 2 of VR and AR in higher education with Polyollicon. In part 1, we learned a lot about virtual reality and its purpose to immerse the wearer in a completely virtual environment. And we briefly touched upon augmented reality, whose purpose is the opposite, to enhance our live, real-world view with computer-generated data. Now let's dive deeper into augmented reality. One of the oldest public uses of augmented reality in existence is the computer-generated scrimmage and first down lines in football. Not only is it for entertainment, but in cases of rain or snow, it can be critical in understanding what's going on. This technology is nearly 20 years old and took upwards of $25,000 to produce per game back in 1998. Today, we use AR technology that is 1,000 times more powerful to swap faces with our babies. But in all seriousness, we've seen some killer modern AR applications like HoloLens, which translates foreign language signage to whatever language you choose. This company was acquired by Google and integrated into Google Translate, which is a great example of AR's ability to supplement existing products and features. Which brings us to the philosophy of AR. Unlike many forms of technology that people worry are taking human jobs, augmented reality is largely about enhancing our human capabilities, not replacing them. In the following slides, we'll take a look at how AR is making us more productive, more efficient, and more safe. We'll also take a look at how AR and MR are applicable to education and other fields. But first, let's briefly go over an abridged history of modern AR to understand the milestones and how we got to where we are. In 1992, the US Air Force's main interest in AR was for human performance. They tested the waters with the Virtual Fixtures program, which was the first fully immersive augmented reality system ever built. It featured a headset that let the users control robotic arms by virtually placing them where their normal arms are within their vision. This led to a perfect control and a one-to-one translation between human arm movements and robot arm movements. This milestone documented for the first time that augmented reality overlays could indeed provide significant enhancement in human performance. By 1999, both the US military and NASA were testing landform AR software to integrate map overlays in enhancing navigation. Just follow the 3D hoops for a safe landing. Like the first and 10 line, this feature became critical for foggy or rainy weather. In 2000, AR Toolkit was released, the first open source computer tracking library. This milestone allowed any developer worldwide to start coding augmented reality projects using video capture. Previously, these kinds of frameworks were only accessible by private companies or fragmented commercial software. By 2012, AR became a hot trend in advertising and brand promotion. Consumers engaged in interactive content by pointing their phones at print media ads and product labels. Many startups sprouted during this time dedicated to this kind of AR browser campaigns, including Blipar, which has raised nearly $100 million to date. 2013 saw the release of Google Glass, introducing the concept of wearable AR to the masses. In the same year, Volkswagen released MARTA, an application for car maintenance and repair for service technicians. It was one of the earliest published cases of AR applications on mobile and tablets used for technical aid. In 2015, Microsoft announced Windows Holographic, a mixed reality platform now built into Windows 10. It was the first major operating system to build in AR support natively, which was a big deal. HoloLens was also introduced as the most advanced holographic computer and premier mixed reality headset for the platform. And finally, in 2016, we saw the location-based augmented reality game Pokemon Go become a global phenomenon. It was downloaded over 500 million times and was reportedly the fastest mobile game to generate $1 billion in revenue. This was also the first breakout success of consumer-driven mass-market AR and was credited for further popularizing AR technology. So where are we with AR in 2017? We're seeing it evolve quickly on two major fronts: AR glasses and headsets, and AR in mobile. First, let's talk about AR headsets. AR headsets, sometimes referred to as smart glasses, are wearable devices that are capable of reflecting projected images into your regular vision. There are over 30 notable manufacturers making AR headsets. Let's review a few of those in two distinct categories: mixed reality headsets and overlaid headsets. Overlaid reality headsets are typically smaller, sleeker, smart glasses. These devices display information in a flat smartphone-like format in a dedicated area of your peripheral vision. These devices act like dedicated heads-up displays and often work as an extension of your smartphone. As shown earlier, Google Glass is the most popular device in this category. It's a lightweight, head-mounted display designed in the shape of eyeglasses, released in beta in 2013 and publicly the following year. The company says about 100 businesses, including Hewlett-Packard, Boeing, and Taco Bell, are testing Glass as a tool for work. Google has hinted that a polished and affordable version of Glass for consumers is in the works. Then we have the more elaborate category of mixed reality headsets. Unlike VR headsets, AR headsets are mostly still developer kits running pilot programs, and many others have not yet been released. This market is definitely just for early adopters right now, but things are moving quickly as even enterprises are testing the waters. Let's see where we're at right now. Microsoft HoloLens is the biggest name in mixed reality headsets, and for good reason. Unlike Google Glass's simpler fixed overlay, the HoloLens actively maps user environments and integrates mixed reality experiences directly into the view of the wearer. The HoloLens is a true standalone computer running on the Windows Mixed Reality platform built into Windows 10 and can be interacted with using gaze, gesture, and voice-based interface, as well as a clicker accessory. Microsoft has been working with partners to produce engineering and software design tools, games, education titles, and training simulations since 2015, but most developers have only started receiving access to it last year. It's a remarkable first-generation mixed reality headset with a few cons, including a limited field of view, 720p resolution, 2 to 3 hour battery life, and a $3,000 price tag. The nearest mixed reality competitor to HoloLens is the $950 Meta 2. Field of view is perhaps more critical in AR than VR, in that with VR, anything past the bounds of your vision is black and can be ignored. With AR, low field of view means you're only looking at a smaller rectangle of virtual content overlaid in the middle of your normal vision, which limits the immersion of mixed reality. Meta 2 has a 90-degree field of view, almost 3 times as wide as HoloLens, and a 1440p resolution that's almost double HoloLens. But despite those great display specs, or more likely because of them, it must be tethered to a powerful Windows computer, whereas the HoloLens is untethered with a computer built in. Like HoloLens, Meta 2 is also still a developer kit, and Meta hopes to untether the experience before it becomes a consumer product. Occipital Bridge is an unusual mixed reality headset that augments your iPhone with a depth-sensing camera. Unlike other AR headsets, it doesn't use a transparent visor, but features a closed-off headset similar to mobile VR headsets, and uses pass-through video from the mobile camera in combination with a depth sensor to present both MR and VR experiences. At $399, it offers a novel world-scale AR, MR, and VR platform currently targeted at developers. Combined AR-VR headsets are an emerging trend we've seen in a couple of other headsets. Osterhout Design Group, or ODG, is one of many AR headset manufacturers dedicated to enterprise, particularly towards hands-free capabilities. Like many veteran AR-VR companies, ODG got its start in the space by building wearable technologies for the military. They offer a series of sleek-looking smart glasses that run on Rectical OS, their custom version of Android 7. DAQRI Smart Helmet is an example of a powerful AR headset built for industrial use. It doubles as a hard hat and safety goggles, which make it ideal for working with heavy machinery. This AR hard hat also runs on Android and is powered by Intel's latest camera, RealSense, to achieve depth perception. Magic Leap might provide an unprecedented mixed reality experience if their early demos and $8 billion valuation is to be believed. They've been around since 2011 and have raised nearly $1.5 billion total by the likes of Google and Alibaba to create a technology that is said to shoot light particles directly into your eyes to create truly realistic mixed reality. Magic Leap's founder and CEO stated that their launch is not far away, but no timelines as of yet. Lastly, HoloKit was announced just last month at Augmented World Expo, the largest and oldest VR and AR conference. Think of HoloKit as a mixed reality version of Google Cardboard. This low-cost mixed reality alternative was created by design agency Amber Garage. It includes the Cardboard headset and open source software supporting mixed reality on the latest iPhones and Android Tango phones. There are numerous other manufacturers and models developing in the space, but the previously mentioned should give you a good idea of where the technology is at currently. While we wait for AR headsets to evolve, there is already quite a lot of AR functionality available today and in the last few years on mobile. Unlike VR, you don't need to be fully immersed in a headset to benefit from MR. Our modern smartphones have everything you need for a great MR experience, including cameras, sensors, processors, and a portable screen. Right now, we're seeing heavy use specifically in the social mobile space. Applications like ephemeral message app Snapchat have been utilizing MR to power its animated selfie filters called lenses since 2015. They continue to evolve this technology with world lenses, smart geofilters which allow the creation of virtual objects in users' real environments, not just on their faces. Snapchat's sticky and fun use of MR technology has helped it achieve 160 million daily active users today. On the heels of Snapchat's mixed reality successes, Facebook released their new camera effects platform in 2017. Unlike Snapchat's highly curated closed platform, Facebook has made their AR platform and tools public for all developers. They see the technology being leveraged for more than just adding mustaches to faces. Facebook has made big bets on AR in their 10-year roadmap alongside their VR plans. During the launch of their camera effects developer platform, Mark Zuckerberg stated, "The first augmented reality platform that becomes mainstream isn't going to be glasses, it's going to be cameras." And last month at their annual developer conference, Apple released ARKit, a new augmented reality development platform rolling out with iOS 11 in September. Apple stated that AR is a core technology as big as the iPhone itself. Where typical smartphone MR experiences suffered from jitteriness and loss of tracking, their demos demonstrated a new bar for fast and stable mobile mixed reality on the rendering side and the tracking side. Apple's ARKit is a big deal because for the first time, it makes quality MR capabilities available to millions of existing devices. It also provides streamlined AR development tools as a free core part of iOS development, things that used to cost money as third-party SDKs. Along with the third-party development, we should expect Apple to integrate AR into popular apps like email, texting, and maps. Additional AR and MR support is expected with the iPhone 8 in September. Not to be left out, Google has been demoing advanced markerless AR tracking and MR since 2015 with a special project called Tango. Tango contains some of the most impressive AR we've ever seen. Unfortunately, the Lenovo Fab 2, available since November of last year, is the first and only commercial smartphone with Tango. This is because Tango requires dedicated hardware components, which has so far been reserved to niche Android phones. There has been remarkable mixed reality applications and demos so far, and more Android phones should be supported in the future. Tango's 3D depth sensing hardware, for example, allows you to accurately map your environment in 3D and in real time while walking around. This has been utilized for 3D scanning and environmental mapping, as well as mixed reality. It remains to be seen how much ARKit will be able to match Tango's precision area mapping and depth sensing technology, which has been adopted in architecture, surveying, interior design, construction, and real estate scanning projects. A second Tango Android, the Asus Zenfone, is scheduled for release in summer of 2017. It'll be the first smartphone sporting both Tango and Daydream VR capabilities, so you'll be able to both scan your environment into 3D with Tango and step into your scanned environment in VR, all with the same phone and no special accessories. Due to the proliferation of mobile smartphones and inherent commercial usefulness for AR technology, analysts predict VR will be big, but AR will be bigger, though it will take longer to get there. Analysts like DigiCapital expect AR could become the primary driver of a $108 billion VR/AR market by 2021, with $83 billion being AR's lion's share. With examples like iOS 11 converting millions of iPhones into AR devices, this forecast starts to look pretty realistic. Now let's talk about a few noteworthy industries that AR is already starting to have an impact in. Museums have also embraced AR to superimpose and enrich exhibits with digital content. Here, AR is used at the Acropolis Museum to reveal original colors and playfully educate with interactive narratives. AR headsets have seen much interest in industrial and manufacturing settings. They provide an ideal UI for hands-free operation, automation, training, and maintenance jobs. Most training solutions remain in the experimental stage, but showing great promise. For example, Boeing presented a wing assembly study in collaboration with Iowa State University, showing dramatic differences in performance when complex tasks are performed following 2D work instruction versus augmented reality. Workers who use AR for training purposes are more productive, more accurate, and they are more satisfied with the experience. DAQRI and Simmons generated similarly positive results using AR to train workers to service wind and gas turbines. Novice employees took 42 to 45 minutes to complete their first assembly versus 480 minutes without. Upskill, formerly Apex Labs, is one of many companies focused on leveraging these kinds of benefits for enterprise with a hardware-agnostic platform called Skylight. They build companies' customized smart glass applications and connect them up to back-end enterprise systems. They're one of the bigger players in the space, acquiring Pristine, maker of Eyesight, another smart glass hardware platform with big-name clients like Coca-Cola, Bayer, and Hershey. Regarding AR in education, we're still at the early pilot phase of adoption, but there are a few great examples we can highlight. The first few are from the New Media Consortium and EDUCAUSE, which are discussed in their annual NMC Horizon report. The first is Case Western University and Cleveland's Clinic program to use mixed reality to transform healthcare learning through holographic anatomy. They created an alternative to cadaver-based dissection, teaching medical anatomy using collaborative and interactive views of 3D medical diagrams with Microsoft HoloLens. This project was also a finalist in the Department of Education's EdSim Challenge we mentioned earlier. The reports also highlight a teletutoring application by the Knowledge Media Institute at the Open University in the UK. This research project uses AR technology to transmit a live video feed of what a learner sees to a remote tutor, who then leverages 3D hand scanning to transmit hand instructions back to the learner along with audio instruction. NMC states in their report that both AR and VR are revolutionizing medical education. Another example of this is the Augmentarium at the University of Maryland, which uses AR technology to develop innovative deployments for surgery training. Physicians can utilize AR technology to see through patients' bodies before beginning operations. zSpace is a unique hardware-based MR provider focusing on STEM education and medical instruction. They are installed in over 300 school districts and 130 universities. Their combination of eyewear, stylus, and stereoscopic display computer provides a unique mixed reality experience in an education package that provides lesson plans and standards-aligned activities. Here's an example of a standalone education application utilizing MR. It's a free app for iOS and Android called 1600, developed in partnership with the White House Historical Association that builds a virtual White House on a real $1 bill before your eyes. It gives a history lesson along with interactive animations and Easter eggs as you explore and tap around the virtual structure. In 2017, advancements in AR are outpacing VR. From the research of Microsoft to Apple and Facebook to Google, here are a few more revolutionary concepts and trends being announced around AR. In May, Google demoed the latest capabilities of their image recognition AI platform via a new application called Lens. Through the Lens mobile app, pointing your mobile camera on a flower can not only detect that it's a flower, but tell you the species. Point at a restaurant on a street corner and it will identify which restaurant it is and provide links to reviews and ratings. point to a sticker on the bottom of your router, and it will automatically connect to your Wi-Fi. The advancements in these related technologies like cloud-based computer vision and artificial intelligence will continue to make AR all the more convenient and powerful. Google also announced a powerful new visual positioning system service based off Tangle's computer vision technology. The idea is that GPS would get you to the store and VPS would get you to the aisle with the product you're interested in. A great example of utilizing this technology would be a museum field trip with Expeditions AR. VPS would guide students to specific exhibits and provide interactive AR content at each exhibit. Lastly, AR is eventually coming to the web. Though we can't see AR experiences on the internet as easily and casually as we see photos and videos today, browser standards like WebVR are making it a reality. WebVR benefits AR in providing stereoscopy and positional tracking, pillars of both virtual and mixed reality experiences. New open source libraries like AR.js are moving web support along, and some early prototypes are in the works. For example, Wayfair's prototype allows you to visualize furniture in your space directly from a web browser, allowing you to make sure your furniture purchases fit perfectly in your home. In the future, we envision AR and VR technology and form factor to shrink down to fit into a pair of normal-looking glasses, and eventually contacts. While the industry is focusing AR efforts on the smartphone camera and screen, the ultimate goal is to just have one gadget that rules them all. It's very possible that AR will replace all the screens in your life, from phones to computer monitors to televisions. We're just not quite there yet. In summary, VR is the technology of today, but AR will be the technology of tomorrow. Studies show that AR will have a greater impact on our lives over a longer period of time. While mainstream consumer adoption of smart glasses may still be years away, we've already seen significant adoption in enterprise. Additionally, mainstream mobile AR is here today with huge investments by all tech industry giants, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Facebook. AR and MR are inherently useful, and its utilitarian nature, combined with advancements in supporting industries like wearables, computer vision, machine learning, natural user interfaces, and language processing, will create synergies that change all industries from job training to education. Thanks for listening. Comments, questions? Reach out to us at mavis@polyolygon.com and mark@polyolygon.com.